What's up, everybody? Back again. This time, I was just minding my business, and all day I kept seeing the same signs, and everything just kept pointing to like my gut, my intuition, my mind. Everything was saying the same thing, and it was just like, do this message. I don't really know what I'm supposed to say. I'm just gonna let it flow. But like, as my title says, when the universe calling, you better answer. I don't think that's what I said, but anyways, the universe is trying to tell you something, and it points out because when you make a mistake that's not on your right path, you will see and feel every possible negative thing against you. You'll feel like the world is against you. And that's literally what it is. The universe is trying to tell you you need to open your eyes, get back to the right path. I mean, and some people are in a stage where they're just seeing, well, reliving a lot of horrible things that's happened to them, and past hurts, traumas, you know, old injuries, anything like that. Um, that's probably part of the dark night of the soul, and so you're healing, and you have to be patient and just take your time and peel back those layers until you start feeling that calm and serenity, because it'll come. It just takes time, but you have to make sure you're not fighting it. Because if you start fighting it, the universe is going to throw 5 times as much more, and it's going to keep coming at you. And you're not going to be able to, it'll break you down to where you ain't going to be able to function at work, function around people you want to be around, your friends and family, your loved ones. It'll break you down and make you feel like you're crazy, but you're not crazy. What it is the universe trying to help you get back to your right path and to follow what's been destined for you. That's the best way I could put that. Um, I mean, I can give you a personal example. For me, it was the same way, and it's just like I couldn't really express myself. I mean, I was in pain and I was healing. I knew that much, but it was just like every single moment that I spent with anybody, and mainly I was spending with one person, but most of the time when I was going through any healing, it was just the universe was just everything was a memory. Everything was connected to something from my past. And so it was just like, so yeah, how are you gonna handle that? Are you gonna release it? Are you gonna keep holding on to it? Because the more you hold on to it, it'll keep replaying over and over and over and over. That broken record that will keep going. And you don't want to be stuck trying to fight against it. Just let it happen, surrender, and ease your suffering, and just let it go. Because in the end, you get a blessing, and when you get that blessing, you'll realize you completed that first task, and hopefully it brings you to that spiritual awakening. And most people, it does. I mean, there's other stages that happen out of order and stuff. There's not a correct order to a spiritual awakening or spiritual healing. So you have to just go with the flow, and don't try to fight against the tide, because it'll just keep rising, and then you'll be eventually just drowned in sorrow. Uh, Even when you try to take in advice from others, it really won't help, because they haven't been through what you've been through. I mean, everybody goes through a dark times, but there's nothing like a dark night of the soul purging. I can't even think of the other name of it. But there's so much that happens that it just brings you closer to your higher self, and your higher self is already living your best life and knows what you need to do, and it's trying to guide you and bring you closer to your higher self. No other way to put that, but there's other ways, but top of my head right now. So, just like I said, the universe start calling, you better listen, because I'm telling you, I, for me, like I said, the best example I can give you is for me. I can't really speak for other people. I mean, I watch different videos of other people that had experiences about the same. Like this one lady, she went through a horrible divorce, and that's what caused her to have a spiritual awakening. She went through almost, I think she said a couple of years, it's probably like 2, of just sadness and darkness. She was just drinking and relying on her vices and codependency on things. And she had to, basically the universe brought her to her knees and made her just ask the higher power to please help me. Like, and that's what the universe is trying to bring you to. It's just bringing you to understanding and realize that you have a higher purpose, and they're waiting. The universe is waiting on you. God, the universe, whatever religion you want to call it, is waiting on you, and it wants you. They want you to come, and I mean, you can use your free will if you want to and ignore it. Just know it's gonna be one hell of a ride for the rest of the time you keep ignoring it. Because if he ain't gonna get you now, he gonna get you in the end. So that's your choice. If you want to go, through the pain now, or do you want to go through the pain later? It's a powerful thing. It's very powerful. And like I said, it's not meant for everybody, but you should feel honored and privileged that the universe is in God, whatever you want to call it. I mean, I say God, the source, universe, the divine. They come. You should feel honored and privileged that they're coming to you and giving you a chance to witness the things you need to witness, the spirit, the universe, God, to witness all of that with your own eyes. And then you basically are just a living testimony. And you can start your light work, be a light seed, star seed. There's so many names for a light worker. You have a mission, and it's to be your most authentic, real self, and bring positivity and light in the world. We are spiritual warriors, literally. And it's not that you are changing who you are. What it is all the positive aspects that are in you, all the things that you've been doing now, basically, besides like the toxic bad things, it'll be heightened. Your best qualities are heightened and become that much more greater. It'll make you go from feeling like a king to an emperor. I mean, what's a king to an emperor? What's a knight to an emperor? Or empress? However one you want to put that. Emperor, empress. It's all the same. They're just trying to bring you to your higher self. Your greatest good. Your highest good and your greatest joy that you can possibly experience. And there is so much abundance and prosperity and love on the other side once you make it through this darkness. The dark stage is there just to help you recognize and realize what it is that you were doing when you're able to control your own way. It's being broken down and shifted and changed to where you'll see it in a different perspective. You're gonna see life in a different perspective once you make it through the worst part of it. And it's amazing. It really is amazing. I saw myself always wanting to be try to do like a YouTube channel or speak freely to help others, but I had horrible stage fright. And as God is my witness, here I am sitting here putting out videos, ain't nobody even watching, and I probably had like maybe 12 views or something like that. I don't know, I'm paying attention. I come deliver a message, and I go about my business. And that's basically what a light worker is. I mean, you have a calling that is meant to be shared with the world in the best way possible. Excuse me. Excuse me. But so like the world, that was a good number, lucky numbers. You're supposed to answer your calling and do whatever it is that your creativity, whatever it is that sparks your creativity or that deep down passion that you've always wanted to do, is most likely your calling, most likely your purpose. And you just have to work hard and put the work in, because as long as you take a step, you will be guided and given the strength to keep going. I promise you. Because here I am. I don't know how many videos that I've done now, and I'm still learning stuff, but I've been putting in the work. I've been putting out a message. Those who hear it, they hear it. Those who don't take it in, don't take it in. That's their problem. That's their issue. I did my part. And that's what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to. But I'm not worried about what nobody else says. If they don't like it, they don't like it. It's not meant for them. It's meant for those who it's meant for. And I know these words are going to help some people, because that's just part of the greater plan. I mean, there's more to me now. I'm pretty sure as I master this, I'll be able to start doing more bigger things. But this is just the start and the beginning of something amazing. Excuse me. I got gas, sneezing, burp. Damn. Excuse me. Anyways. So, I got plenty more to say. I'm just trying to get myself right. I keep sneezing and everything, and it's just like, whoa. When you are trying to fight against it, I've already said this before, it's like a tide, and it just keep getting stronger and stronger. It'll come back stronger and stronger. So basically, I could say like karma. Let's talk about karma and bad energy. When, let's say you fall off the path, or let's say the universe, God, the universe, puts somebody in your life when you least suspect it. That's how it always happens. It happens when you least suspect it. That there's a spiritual, universal reason behind it. And from what I've been learning, I mean, I'm still learning. I'm not trying to speak half truths. I'm just telling you what I've learned and what I know. And so don't throw no rocks at me, nothing like that, because don't shoot the messenger. Sometimes the universe will put people in your life where you least suspect, and it's for your greater good. And if we decide to ignore it or do things that are not, I don't know, the right way, bringing good energy. We don't try to bring and keep good energy and stay positive. And instead, we start doing all kind of negative things and creating bad energy. Oh boy. When I tell you, karma, energy is just, karma is energy. Good energy or bad energy is how you perceive it. And it's what you put in is what you're going to get back. So, with that being said, you put in bad energy into friends, family, and relationships, any of that, when it's your time, which is it usually happens right afterwards or within time, you'll start seeing those same situations play out, but against you. And it'll be everything that you did to those people is coming back at you, and most time it's tenfold. And That's like the worst. It's not a punishment. It is punishment, but it's literally teaching you experience. And well, pain is your best teacher. Experience in life is mostly going through pain, happiness, joy, sadness, grief. But when you go through those negative times and you're receiving those negative times, it's to balance out what you put in. So you have to keep that in mind and how you treat people and people, the world, things, anything. It don't matter who or what. Treat it all with kindness, because that's what you want back. That's what you want given back to you. And if you don't want to heed that, then, like I said, you're gonna be in for a long, rough life. Ain't nobody trying to work all their life for the rest of their life. That's just like you got a lot of older people that try to impart that wisdom to younger people, to our younger generation, and explain to us, be good and kind, because you're going to pay for it. If you don't pay for it now, you're going to pay for it in the end. There's people I know now that are working, have to work their butts off. They got 2 or 3 jobs. Between them and their spouse, they got 2 to 3 jobs. And they're working, and they're almost 60. Some women are like late 40s, but it's how the universe, God, the universe, the divine is teaching you to. You should have been, you had to work harder. But some people, like I said, some people want to be stubborn and hard-headed. So you'll get it in the end, basically. Even though you ignoring it and swear up and down, you living your best life. Your best life is not. It's not compared to what they had prepared for you. Because the abundance and prosperity is there for you, and it will be more than what you want, more than what you need. That's why now, like I'm telling you right here to tell you, I'm just here patiently, and I'm not in fear and not out of like, I don't want to say it like, how do I want to say that? Like now that I've learned my lessons was, learning my self-worth, learning my self-love, about it's okay to be selfish sometimes, because I used to be so selfless. I just give, and I ignore negativity until it started like affecting me emotionally and physically, and I guess spiritually as well, because honestly I was broken down. I'm like the most kindest person in the world. I tried to give love and stay positive all the time. Even when I get an argument with somebody, I get mad. Everybody gets mad. But it's like, it got to a point where I couldn't even argue. That's how I know something was happening with me. Like, I couldn't argue no more. I couldn't even get my words out to complete a sentence for an argument, because I was healing and learning that you don't have to fight hatred with hatred. You don't fight fire with fire. You kill it with kindness. You kill them with kindness. And so no matter what negativity comes your way, you kill them with kindness. That's all you have to do. That's like literally the golden rule. You just stay calm, staying humble, turn the other cheek, whatever you want to call it. Just let it take its course. Somebody doesn't want to, if somebody feels like you're weak because you're just being nice and you're apologizing, that's the greatest gift that you can give that person. And it's showing them unconditional love. And that's another one of the major things that, the universe blesses you with. The unconditional love. When you give it, you will receive it back, no matter what. the universe will balance it out and work it out for you. But see, like I said, I had to learn that giving unconditional love and just taking in everybody's crap, is not what I'm supposed to do. I mean, I'm supposed to know my self-worth, and know when to step away. When, you can't change nobody. They are who they are. That's what the universe is here for. Karma, energy. That's what it's for. It'll work it out for you. So you have to just, that's why I say you treat others how you want to be treated, regardless of how they treating you. You want to be able to say at the end of your life, well, I did right by everybody, regardless of how they treated me. And all you can do is just forgive them and move on. I mean, it's not like a giant puzzle. You have to, it's that simple. Show unconditional love. Treat others how you want to be treated. And you will have abundance, prosperity, an overflow of abundance and prosperity in your life. And then you'll get blessed with, if you're lacking love, the love will come. I mean, I'm saying, it was another thing. I think I said this on my other videos. When I started learning about my self-worth and self-love, and I started feeling the emotions behind that. When I tell you my Facebook blew up, it blew up. And I mean, people I ain't never seen before from all over the country. Well, mainly probably about the East Coast, out to about, Midwest. It was all kind of people just randomly hitting me up, trying to add me as a friend, trying to talk to me. And it was just like, I was just like, who the heck is all these people? I'm like, I don't even know you. And then they got one mutual friend from the person that's a mutual I don't even know. And I'm like, okay, all right, this has got to be a sign. And literally it was a sign that I was on the right path. Just like you see the number 1111, or if you see, I think I was saying about synchronicities a little bit before, but 1111 is a really good number. 111 is all about me. It's the same thing. 111 is like almost like wish fulfillment, and that you're on the right path. 1111 is you are on the path to meeting. If you separated from your twin flame and not realize it, or your divine counterpart, and you didn't know it, you'll start seeing 1111, and it'll start popping up, especially when you've done the healing and you're on the right path, and you get back on that right path, you'll start seeing it. It's also a sign of new beginnings, greater things to come to your life, and it's a good number to see, very good number. 555 is a good one too. I like that one because that's luck is on your way. Your angels, your spirit guides, they send you love, luck, prosperity. You just gotta look out for it because it comes in any shape or form. And that's another thing too. The universe will honor what you want when you're doing right. It may not be the exact shape or the exact person or the exact form of what you wanted, but it's gonna be something that's even better than what you had imagined or had planned. They give you something even better. But now with some people, if you got a divine counterpart that you met, twin flame, deep soul connection, they will come back. It's fated. It's destiny. You can't fight it. No matter how much you try to bury yourself into work, bury yourself into other relationships, bury yourself into just being with your family or being by yourself, the universe will keep putting that image and picture and those emotions and feelings back in your head until you buckle. So you gotta take heed when the universe calls. because I'm gonna say they, universe, God, divine, source, whatever religion you want to call it, they ain't messing around when it comes to their chosen ones. The chosen ones are we see the most hell on earth in our lives, and it's like constantly attack after attack after attack after attack. But it's to build us up to where we are strong enough to take on anything, any evil spirits, negative people, anything, because we're spiritual warriors. Because in the end, like I said, those that end up meeting up with their counterpart, their divine counterparts, or twin flames, you're a leader. You're gonna be a leader. You're gonna be a general in the army. So that's my message for y'all today. I hope it helps. I'm probably about to come back in a minute because I kind of want to talk more about twin flames and divine counterparts. But if this helps, I hope this helps. And if I at least help one person, I mean, skip around. Feel free to skip around. I mean, I do be rambling, talking and stuff. So just have fun with it. Take something, learn something from it. At least one person, anybody. But leave a like as well, or a comment. I don't care. Just be positive or constructive criticism. I gladly appreciate it. But y'all have a good rest of the night. Be blessed. Working on the timing on